Chosen one, the night is heavy, but tomorrow will not carry the same weight. There is a shift pressing against the edge of time, a trembling in the unseen realms that refuses to be silenced. The warning has already been spoken. Tomorrow will not be the same. The patterns you've known, the cycle you've endured, the silence you've carried, everything is about to break open like thunder over a quiet valley. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle unrest in your spirit, that whisper that refuses to let you rest as you did yesterday. It is not anxiety, it is alignment. The divine hand is moving, and it has touched the hour ahead of you. You are no longer walking into an ordinary day. You are walking into a divine disruption. Before we go deeper, pause and let this moment soak into you. You are not here by accident. You've been guided into this message, and now the choice is in front of you. In the comments, I want you to write your warmest wishes, the secret desires, the unspoken dreams, the cries of your heart that you've kept hidden. Release them and seal them with the number 99. This is not just a number. It is the code of release, the vibration of a tomorrow that refuses to look like yesterday. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. And hear me clearly. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This is your message, your alignment, your command from heaven itself. Act now. The warning is not meant to terrify you, chosen one. It is meant to prepare you. When God says tomorrow will not be the same, He is pulling you away from the ordinary and placing you into the extraordinary. He is ripping away the veil you've hidden behind, shaking the ground under the idols you've leaned on, and calling you into the raw, unshakable truth of who you were always meant to be. The comfort of repetition is being stripped away because repetition was your prison. The storm you feared is not here to destroy you, it's here to free you. And freedom does not come quietly. It comes with fire, it comes with warning, it comes with the undeniable sound of heaven announcing change. There is a reason your spirit is restless tonight. It is the sound of tomorrow echoing into today. A warning is not a punishment, it is a gift, a preparation. When God sends a warning, it is because He loves you enough to not let you stumble blindly. Tomorrow is not a continuation, it is a confrontation. The cycles that bound you will meet the sword of separation. The lies that poisoned you will face exposure. The doors that denied you will be shaken open. You will not wake up to the same version of yourself, nor will you walk into the same version of the world you left behind today. Tomorrow holds its own weight, its own design, its own judgment. And you, chosen one, are being summoned to rise into it with eyes open, heart awake, and spirit alert. The silence of tonight is not silence at all, chosen one. It is the calm before a divine rupture. Heaven has already spoken. Tomorrow will not be the same. You will not carry the same weight in your chest. You will not walk with the same shadows behind you. And you will not be bound by the same chains that whispered failure into your ears. God is sending you into a new hour, and the ground you've walked will not feel familiar anymore. The patterns that used to repeat themselves like an endless echo are about to break. The warning is not against destruction. It is against staying blind while destiny shifts. If you do not see what is coming, you will miss what is yours. Feel the trembling under your feet. The shift is not happening in some distant land. It is here where you stand. The universe bends when God moves, and your tomorrow has already been written with a fire that cannot be undone. This warning is heaven's mercy. Prepare your spirit, sharpen your vision, and hold your heart steady. The people around you may laugh, dismiss, or remain blind, but you are not them. You are chosen, and when the chosen are marked, their tomorrow cannot mirror their yesterday. This is the separation, the line drawn in eternity, the unseen sword cutting through what is dead so that life can step forward. Do not mistake this warning for comfort. It is meant to wake you up, to tear you out of the trance you've been living in. For too long, you've repeated cycles without realizing you were walking in circles. For too long, you've let the familiar lull you into silence. But tomorrow will not give you the same silence. It will demand that you respond, that you rise, that you finally believe you were born for a day like this. The very structures that tried to hold you in place will tremble. The conversations that defined your limits will collapse. The voices that tried to dictate your story will choke on their own words. And in their place, the voice of God will roar, "Tomorrow will not be the same." The horizon is already burning with a light you cannot yet see. Chosen one, do you feel it pressing against your chest? Tomorrow is not waiting politely. It is roaring toward you like a storm determined to rewrite everything in its path. God's warning is not soft. It is thunder. It is lightning splitting the sky. It is a call that demands you move. Tomorrow will not be the same because you will not be the same. What was once hidden will stand exposed. What once felt impossible will stand in front of you. What once seemed unshakable will crumble before your eyes. Chosen one, you have been marked for this hour. Do not mistake your battles as random. Every sleepless night, every tear you've cried, every moment you thought was wasted was building toward this. You were not abandoned. You were being prepared. This is why tomorrow carries weight. This is why heaven shakes the atmosphere before you enter it. Because you cannot drag the old you into the new day. The warning is this: if you cling to yesterday, tomorrow will burn you. But if you release yesterday, tomorrow will crown you. This is not a season of slow transitions. It is a season of sudden ruptures. The kind of change that doesn't ask for permission, but comes crashing through like a flood, overwhelming everything in its path. Do not fear this shaking, for it is heaven's rearrangement. When God says tomorrow will not be the same, He is declaring that what oppressed you will be broken, what silenced you will be overturned, and what rejected you will turn into the stage of your rising. But you must walk into it awake, not asleep. You must walk into it with faith alive, not numbed by doubt. The days of drifting are gone. The days of destiny are here. And destiny does not whisper. It strikes. It breaks chains in an instant. It ignites fire in cold places. It calls out your name in the midnight hour and refuses to let you hide. The air is charged tonight, chosen one, because tomorrow is already stirring with the weight of destiny. The warning has gone out, and it is no ordinary sound. It is a trumpet in the spirit, shaking foundations and calling your soul to stand alert. Tomorrow will not be the same. because God refuses to let you remain hidden in patterns that no longer serve your calling. The ground beneath you is shifting, and you can feel the rumble in your bones. It is not fear, it is prophecy. It is the announcement that you are stepping into a day that carries fire in its breath and power in its step. Chosen one, everything you thought was stable is being tested. Do not panic. This is not to destroy you, it is to reveal you. Tomorrow's warning is not about what you will lose, but about what you will finally see. Masks will fall, pretenses will crumble, and the truth will blaze like the morning sun. Some who walked with you will be shaken out of your life because they cannot enter the new day assigned to you. Some doors will slam shut in your face, not because you are rejected, but because they are no longer part of your destiny. And in that shaking, the doors that are truly yours will burst wide open. This is the rhythm of heaven. What is false collapses. What is true rises. Do not mistake comfort for safety, chosen one. What felt safe yesterday may trap you tomorrow. That is why the warning is loud, why it comes like fire. It is heaven's way of shaking you free before the clock strikes. Tomorrow is not just another page on the calendar. It is a rupture in time, a divine interruption. The people who underestimated you will not recognize you. The enemies who thought they buried you will see you rise. The chains that mocked you will fall in silence. Tomorrow is not waiting for your permission. It is demanding your obedience. If you resist, you will stumble. If you surrender, you will soar. Chosen one, the night is heavy because tomorrow is already breaking into your spirit. You can sense it. The atmosphere is not ordinary. The silence is not empty. It is the hum of heaven preparing to split open the ordinary and pour out the extraordinary. God's warning is not a gentle whisper. It is a call that cannot be ignored. Tomorrow will not be the same, because the fabric of your life is being rewoven, thread by thread, in the fire of divine purpose. You are not chosen to blend into repetition. You are chosen to carry a shift that shakes everything around you. That is why the ground under your feet has felt unstable, why your spirit has been restless, why your dreams have been louder than your fears. This is not a coincidence. It is alignment. The warning is proof that heaven has marked you, that tomorrow has already been written with your rise in mind. Do not look at what is shaking and think you are losing. Look at what is shaking and know it is clearing the path for you to walk unchained. Tomorrow will break the silence of years. The pain you carried will not echo the same way. The doubts that haunted you will lose their grip. The shame that followed you will dissolve in the light. Tomorrow will not simply change your circumstances. It will expose your strength, ignite your vision, and demand that you take the seat that was always yours. The warning has been spoken. Do not step into tomorrow as if it were yesterday. Stand tall, open your eyes, and prepare, because heaven is setting the stage, and you are the one meant to step into it. Chosen one, the night is not silent. It is alive, vibrating with the pulse of tomorrow. Heaven has already declared it. Tomorrow will not be the same. The patterns you endured are breaking. The doors you knocked on are shifting, and the very air you breathe is carrying a charge unlike anything you've felt before. This is not imagination. It is not coincidence. It is divine orchestration. The warning is not to frighten you. It is to prepare you for a sudden unveiling. The things that were hidden are being forced into the open, and the truth that was buried under years of delay is rising with power. There is no return to the way things were. The hour of safety in the shadows is gone. Tomorrow is the hour of exposure, the hour of shaking, the hour of calling. Your enemies sense it. Your spirit feels it. Heaven has confirmed it. Do not shrink back into old fears. Do not let yesterday's pain drag you down. You are walking into a day that has been charged with destiny. The fire that fell in silence is about to blaze in public. The chains that mocked you in secret will break in front of witnesses, and the voice of God will echo. Tomorrow will not be the same. Do not think small when the warning is so loud. Tomorrow is not about small shifts. It is about sudden overturns. The ground under your feet will feel different. The people around you will look different. And even the reflection you see in yourself will not be the same. This is the weight of being chosen. You cannot remain as you were. You are called to rise into a tomorrow that demands your courage, your faith, and your full surrender. The shaking you feel is not destruction. It is birth. The birth of a day designed for you. The birth of a season written with your name etched into its foundation. Chosen one, the warning is not a faint whisper carried by the wind. It is thunder shaking the heavens, declaring that tomorrow cannot be mistaken for today. The world you knew will not greet you in the morning. A line has been drawn in the spirit, and when you cross it, you will not step back into what was. The cycle has ended. The silence has expired. The old weight is being lifted from your shoulders. God has decreed it. Tomorrow will not be the same. Do not confuse this warning with fear. It is mercy disguised as fire. If the ground did not tremble beneath your feet, you would not awaken. If the storm did not roar above your head, you would not prepare. This is why heaven shakes you now, before the sun rises, so that when tomorrow arrives, you are ready to step into it with eyes that see and a spirit that knows. The people around you may remain blind, trapped in repetition, but you are chosen. You are not called to walk in circles. You are called to break them. Chosen one, tomorrow carries a crown, not of gold that fades, but of authority that cannot be denied. Every sleepless night, every tear shed in silence, every prayer whispered in the dark has been counted, stored, and written into this very moment. That is why tomorrow feels heavier than today. It is holding the weight of your answered prayers. Do not shrink. Do not question if you are ready. Heaven would not send a warning this loud if you were not prepared to bear the shift. Step forward, chosen one, because tomorrow is not waiting for your hesitation. It is waiting for your obedience. Chosen one, tomorrow has already been written in fire. The warning you hear tonight is not a possibility, it is a certainty. The energy of the old day is collapsing, and the dawn you are stepping into will not recognize what you once carried. Every shadow that tried to cling to you, every chain that tried to drag you backward, every voice that told you nothing would change, tomorrow has been sent to silence them. You are not walking into a repeat. You are walking into a revelation. The atmosphere is shifting because heaven is rearranging your path. What was once delayed will be accelerated. What was once hidden will be uncovered. What was once denied will be placed in your hands. That is why God has spoken this warning. If you enter tomorrow blind, you will stumble. But if you enter awake, you will soar. The world will look at you and not understand how everything shifted overnight, but you will know. It was written, it was appointed, it was sealed in the heavens long before you could see it. Chosen one, tomorrow is not just a day, it is a divine confrontation. The battles you fought in silence are meeting their end. The prayers you whispered in the dark are colliding with their answers. The tears you thought were wasted are being transformed into fuel for your rising. Tomorrow will not greet you as a stranger. It will bow to the authority of who you truly are. Do not let fear trick you into standing still. Move with faith. Stand with fire. Tomorrow is not ordinary. It is holy ground. Chosen one, the veil between today and tomorrow is thinner than it has ever been. You can feel it. The heaviness in the air, the way your spirit refuses to settle, the strange stirring inside your chest. That is not fear. That is prophecy. Heaven is pressing against the walls of time, and it is declaring without hesitation, tomorrow will not be the same. You are standing on the threshold of a day that will not mirror the past. The ground you stand on tonight will not carry the same weight when the sun rises. The warning is not to scare you, but to wake you. For too long, life repeated like a broken record, each day echoing the last. But that cycle is finished. Tomorrow is not a continuation. It is a collision between what has been promised and what has been delayed, between what has been hidden and what must now be revealed. Heaven will not allow you to keep walking in circles. The chains you thought were permanent will meet their breaking point. The shadows that stalked you will meet their end, and in the middle of it all, your spirit will rise with a strength even you did not know you carried. Chosen one, tomorrow is not waiting for your comfort. It is demanding your courage. The fire you feel tonight is not here to burn you. It is here to forge you. The warning is proof that you are standing in a moment of destiny. Tomorrow will tear away the false coverings. It will silence the lies. It will strip away what does not belong to you. And it will place you face to face with the truth you were always meant to carry. Do not be surprised when everything shifts at once. That is what happens when heaven decides the time has come. Chosen one, tonight is the last breath of what was. Tomorrow is already alive, pulsing with a force that cannot be turned back. The warning has been spoken, not to scare you, but to ensure you do not sleep through the hour you were born for. Tomorrow will not be the same. The world you wake up to will not look like the one you laid down in. The chains that mocked you will have no voice. The shadows that followed you will scatter. The silence that weighed on you will break into a sound too powerful to ignore. Heaven has shifted its gaze upon you. That is why you feel unsettled, why you cannot shake the sense that something is pressing closer. It is not your imagination. It is the sound of destiny arriving. This is not the hour of delay. This is the hour of unveiling. Tomorrow will place you in front of choices you cannot run from and doors you cannot deny. You will not be the same when you step into it, because tomorrow has been designed to reveal a version of you that could not survive in yesterday. Chosen one, this is your summons. Do not step into tomorrow with the mind of the past. Do not carry the weight that was never yours to bear. The shaking you feel is proof that heaven is preparing the stage. Tomorrow is a divine interruption. It is not waiting for your fear. It is calling for your faith. Stand tall, lift your eyes, and prepare your spirit. Because when the sun rises, the old will bow, the new will rise, and the warning you hear tonight will echo as the prophecy fulfilled. Tomorrow will not be the same, because you will not be the same. Chosen one, the edge of tonight feels heavier than any night before, because tomorrow is pressing against the gates of time, demanding to be born. Heaven has spoken, and the words cannot be undone. Tomorrow will not be the same. The ground beneath you trembles because something greater than you have ever known is preparing to enter. You are not imagining this weight. You are sensing eternity shifting closer, closer, closer. The warning is not an accident. It is not a random echo. It is a precise call sent to your spirit to shake you awake. Tomorrow will come like lightning across a black sky. It will not ask for permission. It will not wait for your readiness. It will strike, and in that strike, you will know without question, the old season is finished. The battles you carried will not follow you into this dawn. The voices that haunted you will fall silent. The limits you thought would never move will break open like fragile glass. Chosen one, tomorrow is holy interruption. It is the moment when delay turns to motion, when silence turns to sound, when weakness turns into strength. Do not let your fear blind you to this truth. You were prepared for this moment long before you could see it. Every tear, every hidden cry, every restless night has been woven into this announcement. Tomorrow is not ordinary. Tomorrow is a declaration. Tomorrow is the line between who you were and who you are becoming. Step across it. Stand firm. The warning has been given, and heaven never speaks in vain. Chosen one, the night is almost over, and what is coming cannot be compared to what has been. The warning has been sent. Tomorrow will not be the same. These are not empty words. They are a command from heaven, written across the sky, vibrating in the air, pressing against your chest with every breath. Tomorrow is not another day on a calendar. It is a breaking point, a divine shift, a moment when everything you thought was permanent can be overturned in an instant. Look back at the roads you walked. Think of the endless nights, the tears that burned like fire, the silence that felt like it would never break. Do you see now why the warning had to come? If tomorrow arrived without this call, you would think it was just another day. You would stumble into it blind, carrying the weight of what should have been left behind. But God loves you too much to let you enter tomorrow unprepared. That is why your spirit feels restless tonight. That is why nothing feels ordinary. The air itself is carrying the vibration of change. whispering that you are standing on holy ground. Chosen one, you have been through storms that should have crushed you, valleys that should have silenced you, and battles that should have ended you. Yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still carrying the fire of one who was never meant to be ordinary. That is not chance. That is proof that heaven has been shaping you for a moment like this. Proof that tomorrow is not arriving as an accident. It is arriving as an appointment. Every delay, every rejection, every betrayal was building the weight of this hour. And when you wake up, the world will not recognize the person who steps into it, because tomorrow will not welcome the same version of you. Do not fear the shaking. It is your confirmation. The voices that mocked you will go silent, because their power ends tonight. The chains that bound you will dissolve, because tomorrow is not designed to carry them. The rejection you endured will bow before the acceptance heaven has written for you. You will see doors open that no one believed possible. You will witness silence break into sound. You will watch what was hidden burst into light. Tomorrow is not simply different. It is destined. This is your moment of release. Heaven is not warning you so you can tremble. It is warning you so you can rise. Stand tall, chosen one, and declare to yourself, I will not enter tomorrow as who I was. I will enter as who I was always meant to be. When the sun rises, let the shadows fall behind you. When the clock turns, let your spirit stand awake. When tomorrow comes, let it find you ready, because God has declared it, and nothing can reverse it. Tomorrow will not be the same. Remember these words. Warnings from heaven are not given without purpose. This warning is your invitation, your preparation, your confirmation. Take it into your heart and carry it into the dawn. You are chosen. You are marked. You are rising. And the world will see the difference, because tomorrow will bow to the fire within you. Chosen one, the night is closing and the light is already breaking through. The universe is alive. The heavens are awake, and your spirit has been summoned. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink. Do not doubt. Step forward with courage, because tomorrow has already been written, and it will not be the same.